Welcome along to part 14 of this Creator Club save where I've dropped Brazilian club CEARA into the Premier League in England. And well, I think we should just get stuck straight in and have a look what's been going on. So not too bad. I mean, we have to bear in mind it's only our second season in the Premier League, and we've just played Manchester United, and they've got Wirtz and Bargy Rooney in there. They've got some really, really good players, or is it Rooney Bar? I don't know. I kind of lost focus. They were absolutely battering us 2-0. You play the top teams, Arsenal, Liverpool, United, and you just get absolutely trashed. You can't pass a ball straight. I don't know. It all needs looking at as far as I'm concerned. Villa, Carabao Cup, we just about scraped that. It was 3-3. We went through on penalties. We actually scored, which I've not seen before. Penalty shootouts always go into penalties after the 5, if you will. But we scored all our 5 penalties and went through on penalties. Chelsea away, a very, very strange result, although Chelsea not having the best of seasons. Neither are Manchester City in that next game there, but we beat Chelsea 2-1 and a 4-4 draw with Manchester City. I mean, they ran us off the park. They were just dancing little circles round us, little triangles, passing the ball into the back of the net. But we did score 4 goals, so we got a 4-4 draw out of that one. So I wasn't unduly worried about that. Friendly against Blackpool, just to keep the fitness up through the international break. And then we played Notts Forest away, which should have been a shoo-in win for us at this stage in the Premier League. And it was a boring 0-0. And then we played Burnley and a 4-2 win in that one. But I think they were bottom of the league at the time. So we should be beating them. And then, of course, we played. I don't know what it is with me. Whenever I play Football Manager and whatever team I'm playing with, we always get drawn against the top sides early doors. Never managed to get through to a final. And, of course, we played Manchester United, got played off the park, and it was 2-0. And the stats in that game, United didn't play well. They didn't play well at all. But they still got the 2 goals and beat us. Okay, today we've got 2 games. We've got Leeds United at home and at Middlesbrough away. 2 very winnable games. In fact, coming up now, we've got 4 games there that I think we should be able to win and keep those points mounting up. But Leeds and Middlesbrough today. So obviously on the hunt for some European football for next season. And we're quite well placed at the moment, but we've only played 9 games. 4th in the league, 17 points. So we do need to keep some consistency, though, to stay in these positions. And at the moment, we're very, very inconsistent. So, a couple of losses again today, and we will drop outside of any European qualification positions. Okay, it's Leeds United, and currently set in 17th position in the league. But that doesn't seem to make too much difference in the game at the moment. What I'm seeing in the match engine just doesn't seem to represent our league position and the teams that we're playing. Like Forest I think they were very near the bottom of the league when we played them. And, it was a boring 0-0. Anyway, let's get stuck into the game. It's Leeds United. Let's try and get the 3 points. Okay, 1 or 2 things to talk about here. I think the centre-back position for me is causing me problems now. The fact that I couldn't find any better centre-backs in the transfer window is causing me problems. I'm still playing with Segovia and Luan Patrick there, who are okay, but they're not Premier League standard. The players that I brought in, Gonzalez, I think, was one of them, young lad, left-footed. He had a rating after about, 5 or 6 games of about 6.4. So he wasn't settling in very well. So I've gone back for experience, but they're not really Premier League standard. You probably noticed there I'm not playing with 2 strikers anymore. I can't. The game won't let me play with 2 strikers. I've got 5 strikers at the club and 4 of them are injured. I mean, it's just bonkers. In the last game that I played against United, I had, who did I have up there? I had Fernando up there. He got injured in game. He's out for about 4 or 5 weeks. And I brought Leonardo on to replace him, and he got injured at the end of the game as well. So both 2 of my strikers got taken out of the equation. So we've got David Washington, who's on loan from Chelsea. He certainly hasn't hit the ground running for us. He's only 20 years old, so I don't really expect him to be doing that. Savio and Sule, who were absolutely awesome in that first game. Well, we haven't seen them since. They've been absolutely awful. Okay, we've got in the attacking midfielder role, we've got Mastantuono, and he has just won Young Player of the Month. So he gets, he's on a 7.3 at the moment, played about 5 games and done really, really well for us. Anyway, the team is Perry in goal, back 4 of Candido, Segovia, Patrick and Piera. The midfield 2, Vera and Almada, with the 2 wingers are Savio and Sule. Mastantuono is going to play the attacking midfielder behind on loan David Washington. Okay, we are at home. I would expect to get the 3 points out of this game. We need to start putting some consistent performances together. And but it is Leeds who get the first highlight. And that corner there, we're pushing up. And we just need to be wary of the ball over the top that catches us out. Okay, it's gone right back to their keeper. I mean, if we could just nick this ball now and stick it in the back of the net, that would be brilliant. But our players are just standing round and watching the ball being passed around them. We're not getting close to the Leeds players at all. They've managed to pass it right through us. And Harrison there just picks the ball up. It's in the back of the net. We're losing 1-0. The referee's got his arm in the air. I mean, it's very unusual for the referee to look at an opposition goal. He looks at every one of ours. But yeah, it has been given. So we were 1-0 down inside 6 minutes. Leeds again now, who've got Eze playing for them. And the ball played in there. And that was an open goal virtually. And they missed that one. Okay, half an hour mark. Sule floats a ball in there. And that one gets headed against the post, I think it was. Sule now with a free kick. Floats that in there. And that's headed into the back of the net. And Piera, although the referee's having a look at this one. Come on, referee, you allowed the Leeds one. Can we have that one, please? It is awarded. It's 1-1. So, as you were, back to even Stevens in the game. So, 9 shots, 6 on target. The XG is still very low, though. We are going to say we're disappointed. Let's just have a look. We're playing a lot of games at the moment. And Savio, I don't know what's going on with Savio. I mean, he's had a good rest. And he can't even play a game. I don't really know what's going on here. I'm just not sure. I tell you what, we'll put Almada out there. We'll bring Zalazar into midfield. And we have got... And this is my problem, because not only are most of my strikers injured, most of my wing-backs are injured as well. I'll tell you who we can play there. Yeah, we can play Alexander there. Because Avia picked up a really nasty injury, kicking the first ball of the season, and we've not seen him since. Okay, let's give that a try. Piera now, and the XG is still less than 1. We need to get that XG up. We're doing well, shots and shots on target. That's an absolutely stunning goal from Sule. And are we seeing the comeback from Matthias Sule? That was an absolutely storming goal. Let's have a look at that one again. So we get this long throw from Piera, which, you know, most of the time that does work. And Sule picks it up in the penalty area and smashes it past the goalkeeper. Zalazar now with the corner. Oh, no. And that should have been in the back of the net. We're very, very good at those. That should have been in the back of the net. Everybody seemed to stand still then. That's a bit weird. They were in the United game in the match engine. Oh, that's poor. There was for their second goal, everybody, all my defenders just stood still. And I thought, oh, the referee's blown for something. No, and then it started again. United picked the ball up and just stuck it in the back of the net. Real poor buffoonery from Sports Interactive. The match engine looking really, really bad. Very, very poor indeed. Okay, 77 minutes, and we've gone into our second tactic now, so we're going to play defensively. I've made all my changes, so we've got fresh legs on the pitch. But as you can see there, the number of games that we've been playing are really taking the toll. I mean, this game comes on the back of that United defeat, and we're playing like 2 or 3 days afterwards. So not surprising, really. So 3 minutes of time added on, 13 shots, 9 on target. We do get a highlight though. Salazar now. This is a near post. We always do near post corners. I don't know whether I need to mix these up a little bit, but we are very good at near post corners. And when Luan Patrick is on the pitch, he generally gets his head on them. Salazar now bursting into the penalty area, scores the third goal, and that is the points done and dusted. Although to be fair, there's only 30 seconds of the game left, but very, very nice goal from Salazar. Takes the corner and then eventually picks the ball up, fires himself into the penalty area. I mean, look at that burst of speed, and the ball's in the back of the net for a nice 3-1 win against Leeds. And we've gone from being angry or disappointed at half-time, we're delighted at full-time. And sometime, well, in fact, most of the time with this CEARA team, that's how it works. We're very Jekyll and Hyde. First half, not great. Second half, we do seem to pick it up. Maybe it's words of wisdom from the Gobby Gaffer. Who knows? And that win does put us into second place, but don't really take too much notice of that. Southampton have not played yet. Everton, Newcastle have not played. So, but it's not looking too bad. I just wish we would be a little bit more consistent and start getting these 3 points on the board in a consistent. Well, that's what being consistent's all about, isn't it? It's getting those 3 points consistently. Okay, 16th placed Middlesbrough, but it is away from home the next game, and we'll see you in the dugout. Okay, we've had a nice 9-day rest, which is a little bit unusual actually, although the injuries are still mounting up. I don't really have a fit forward. I have 5 of them, but I don't have a fit one. I'm not impressed with David Washington. If Chelsea want to take him back, then they can take him back. I think when we're playing a bit Jekyll and Hyde, you need a striker who is very, like on it and who can just score a goal out of nothing himself. When he's expecting the rest of the team to really gel and provide, then it's not really working. A 20-year-old striker's never going to do it. So I'm not sure, I think everybody else is out injured. So I am going to play Mastantuono at centre forward today. And he can play there. He's only a young kid, he's only 19. I don't know, can he put the ball in the back of the net? We've got Perry in goal, Candido, Moscardo is going to come in. I need to talk about that as well. Moscardo is a lad that I brought in. He's a DM. He can play centre-back. He's 6'1". And I am training him to play there. But it's not working. It's not happening. He won't train up. Maybe I need to play him there. I came to do this, and I got the message up that came up last season. Segovia and Luan Patrick can't play together. So maybe that's the reason why we've been conceding goals. I don't know. So we're going to try Moscardo and Luan Patrick together today. If I play him there and he plays okay, then maybe he'll start to learn that position. But that's what I brought him in for. He is actually included in the 4 centre-backs that we've got at the club. So back 4, Candido, Moscardo, Patrick and CEARA. 2 in midfield, Vera and Joe Linton. And I've changed it round a little. Well, I've changed it around a lot up front. Almada's going to play out on that left-hand side. Sule on the right. Salazar is the attacking midfielder player. And Mastantuono is going to play as the advance forward. And we're underway. So this is going to be a tough game, I feel. I did press the button there, and for the first time I think this season, it actually didn't say that, you're playing with unfit players. I actually got a clean bill of health. So for once, we actually look like we've got 11 players on the pitch who are fit, and that's in the back of the net. And CEARA's given that goal. I'm not quite sure what happened there. It looked like it got a massive deflection, unless CEARA was stood in the right place. Let's have a look at this. No, CEARA took the... Oh no, it comes back to him. CEARA... Oh, it came off the goalkeeper. Right, very, very poor goalkeeping that. But CEARA claims the goal. and it's 1-0. So we're back with a highlight for Middlesbrough. Come on, lads, we need to defend this. Don't give him space. Ooh. So that went from looking like a penalty to the ball in the back of the net, and Middlesbrough back in the game at 1-1. Just want to have a quick look at this one again, just to see who was at fault. I mean, that was right, not great that defensively, was it? Okay, half time. Not an awful lot happening in that that game. The assistant manager's saying disappointed. I'm going to say pleased, you know. Let's see whether that gets a reaction or not. Right, so for once at half time, we don't look too bad fitness wise. Let's see how we get on in this second half. Okay, 57 minutes, and we do get a free kick. Free kick played short. Zalazar plays it short again. What a goal! What a goal from Mastantuono. And that name, really, I struggle with it. Mastantuono, but what a strike from the young kid. Zalazar just plays it to the side. And left-footed there. Mastantuono puts us 2-1 in the lead. Long throw from CEARA. No, this time he decides not to go long. Can you put that in the back of the net? No! And it's, will the ball stop hitting people's ankles and stuff? Can we just not have that ball in the back of the net? Zalazar now. Come on, lads. We don't look like we're queuing up near post. Oh! And Joe Linton. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, there's me saying, get to the near post for that corner. I think we made a little bit of a timely run there into the penalty area. Let's have a look at that one again. Zalazar, lovely. And Joe Linton just rises above everybody. It's 3-0. It's 3-1. Nearly said 3-0. Okay, 3-1 in the lead, 75 minutes. And we've gone to our defensive this at the beginning, this team couldn't play this defensive tactic. We always got done with it, but we have learnt it. And I mean, if you notice there, I mean, it's a bit of a Christmas tree formation, isn't it? Kind of. But I change the formation every time. Depends who I've got on the bench. And at the moment, with all the injuries, I just have to bring on fit legs, whoever it is, really. So anyway, we brought, I think it's Stewart, Arthur, Alexander, and the left-footed centre-back Gonzalez have come on. And I think I've got one in abeyance, one sub in abeyance. Let's crack on. Let's hope we can pick up 3 points. So in this second half, we've really piled the misery on for Middlesbrough, although they do get a highlight here, and that's headed out. We're going to need to stop doing that. That ball that's headed out from the penalty area always ends up with an opposition shirt. And that one just sails past. Oh my word. But yeah, 15 shots, 5 on target, an XG of 2.0, and it looks like we're going to run out 3-1 winners. And once again, the lads are going to get delighted. So at half time, the assistant manager said disappointed. I said pleased. And I think that might have had a little bit of an effect on them, because it said to the lads, come on, you're not playing particularly well, but you're doing all right. Let's just get the game by the scruff of the neck, take it to Middlesbrough, and we scored the goals to win the game. Absolutely brilliant. Tactical stuff from the Gobby Gaffer. And it's a sight for sore eyes. 11 games played. Yes, everybody's played the 11 games now. We're second in the Premier League on 23 points. I don't expect it to stay like that. I'm not getting my hopes up too much, because we're not going to win this league. Just if we can get Europa League football for next season, that will do me. I don't even know whether Champions League football next season will be too much for us at this stage. But you know what? The money that's involved, I would take it if you gave it me now, but I think Europa League, let's bed ourselves in nicely and just get ourselves used to, well, to be honest, European football. Although we are Brazilian, we're not used to European football, are we? Yeah, it's all a learning curve. Well, the complete opposite of the last episode. I had my head in my hands at the end of that one, although it was Arsenal-Liverpool. So, you know, I mean, we're always going to lose those games at this stage of our development. But today I did expect 6 points, and we got 6 points. A little bit of tactical stuff, shuffling things around, got lots and lots of injuries to deal with. I've no fit strikers, but the young kid's coming up front there, who's an attacking midfielder by trade, and scored an absolute wonder goal for us. So very, very pleased for him. And, well, obviously, I'm going to need to find more players to play in that one striker position, because we've got 5 strikers and they're all out injured. Oh my word, Football Manager. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Some nice football on display, and some, well, nice goals from young kids there. Really nice to see, and they're up and coming. Hopefully they will progress and become, you know, top class players in this division. So I'm going to go and play some games off camera now, as per usual, and we'll be back very shortly. And let's hope we can keep that second spot in the Premier League for as long as possible. We ain't going to stay there forever, but if we can stay there for as long as possible, then some, you know, Europa League football for next season will be absolutely brilliant, and we can test ourselves against European clubs as well as Premier League clubs. We'll see you very shortly.